Good morning. I hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday. Why is my camera up? Is it me? Am I falling? I swear to God, I don't move my camera, but I'm lowering it every day. Is it me? Good morning. I don't even remember this music video, Rage. For this one? Or was it Campfire? Who made this? I feel so seen. Stupid dog, stop barking at the wall. Bark, 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 bark. Yo, what's up, chat? Welcome back to the stream. Oh no. Oh, it's not even showing. Come on. Every day. Every day. That's amazing. No, I'm not kidding you, Rage. Like, Zach and I have actually talked about this exact thing. Like, we'll bitch that our dogs bark at nothing. Like, on a regular basis, they're constantly barking at walls and ghosts. And then I've literally said this. I'm like, babe, their only example is two people who yell at nothing all day to them. It's all they know, right? I get it. Like, I get it. But at the same time, like, stop it. Stop. I watch a guy on YouTube, Oompaville. If you guys watch Oompaville, he has a couple pugs, and I love them. They're adorable. But they sit in the background, and every time he gets excited and starts yelling, they start barking manically, and he turns around and starts screaming at him. And I'm like, I'm just so glad I'm not the only one who's got these dogs that just bark at nothing and literally ghosts. Well, I think it's my weed ghost. There's also a ghost of the Discord channel we've talked about. Tina, what's her name? No, Tammy. Tammy, the Discord ghost. Tammy's a cunt. She fucks with things. She fucks our wheel up. She fucks the videos. No shit, both of them do it. And then on top of that, I think I've told you guys this before, but like, Lilith doesn't pass the mirror test. She will never recognize that that's not another dog. She barks at mirrors. So I have to cover mirror. Like, my house looks like I'm a Victorian in mourning. I have white sheets draped on mirrors. Any mirror that she can see in, I have to drape sheets on because she'll growl at herself all day. She'll bark. She lays on this couch and stares in a mirror and barks at herself. Second smartest breed. Prove it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just show it to me. Where's the, you shave their floof off and suddenly you're like, oh yeah. You see walls, they see mysterious blinking flat thingamajigs. I mean, I get it. Like, when I was a kid, my mom let me like paint my room. She let me choose what color I wanted my room to be, and of course, I painted it like blood red. And I did this thing where it was like you painted the whole room. I still remember the color. It was pomegranate. It's so weird because I was like 14 when I did this. Painted the whole room pomegranate, like this dark red color, and then you took a sponge with like a blood red gloss, and you did this sponge pattern over it, so it looked like antique-y or whatever. But that on spackle made it so I could lay in my bed at nighttime and stare at the ceiling, and I just saw faces like nonstop. Every wall in my room, if there was a light on, I could start picking faces out of the weird sponge pattern on the spackle, and I would do it all night long. And they would like be animated in my head, and they were always screaming. Like, every face I saw was like, so maybe that's it. Maybe they see spackle. Good morning, October. How are you? Good morning, Jack, by the way. Good morning, Young. Your horror fixation. There's something to be said about being surrounded by death when you're a kid. I've always been creepy, horror fixation, etc., etc. But like, I know shit, watched my dad die when I was 7. That had to have done something. Like, I don't know. It's not like I sit here and ponder my dad's death on a regular basis. Literally never think of it, but it had to have done something. Kids don't watch death normally. So I wonder, like, did it make me just like, death is normal and weird. Let's experience that together. I don't know, but there's something about it, definitely. And then, like, I swear to God, my camera went up again. My mom, it had us way late. She had me when she was like 34 or 36, and my sister when she was 40. And so we're younger than all of my cousins by like at least 16 years. And all of my like older relatives are died when I was young because we weren't around to, we were like late. We were late on the game. So I feel like my childhood was just funerals, like a lot of funerals. And I'm not like I'm not like, oh my God, all this death did something. But I think about that sometimes because I definitely have like the creepy gene, whatever the fuck that is. Good morning, Berserker. Good morning, Vile. How are you? I was asked to leave a local park yesterday. People didn't like that I was trying to arrange the squirrels according to their height. They just didn't appreciate my critter sizing. It's pretty good. Side note, don't touch squirrels. They have rabies. That's fucking beautiful. My niecels. It's 9 a.m. and I'm not stoned and I can't speak. Why? My nieces handled the death of their first dog way too well. It made me wonder what's going on in their heads. I handled dog death way worse than I handle people death. Dog death is rough. Oh my God, rage. Speaking of bats, this is so weird and totally off topic, but I'm on Etsy all the time. Like I utilize the fuck out of Etsy. I get all my like sewing patterns on Etsy, and a lot of like people sell scraps on Etsy, so like you can buy like bulk scraps to do projects and stuff. I'm on Etsy a lot. And I got an email the other day from Etsy, and it was like an announcement warning, like something serious. And I open it and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Thinking like, oh my God, did I buy something that's from someone that's a scammer? No, it's Etsy informing the world that they will no longer support the sale of bats. Not on my bingo card this year, but apparently before this week, people sold live bats on Etsy? There are no words. Don't buy a bat. What are you doing? Stop it. Get help. Fucking right? I was like, there's a bat market? What? Like, I'm the first person to say I'd kill to have a fruit bat. A batty just like hanging. I mean, how miraculous and cool. There's no way I could care for a bat. No one can care for a bat. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's like a bird. It's like a note. Good morning, Cocky. How are you feeling today? Are you feeling better? Yeah, it was so weird. And then, of course, I went on Etsy and started searching, and there's a whole bunch of pages that are shut down of people breeding bats, but like vampire, like, like the little icky ones with the scary faces that are really small and all they make is like, noises. Way higher pitch than that. They squeak. It's so weird. So weird. Bats are so cool. Like, seriously, I'm sure all of us had a dream as a kid, like, I'm going to own an alligator and I'm going to put it on a leash and I'm going to ride it around town. Like, dreams about owning a fruit bat. Super cool. As an adult, what? No, don't do that. I'm glad Etsy. I didn't even know you could sell live creatures on Etsy, for fuck's sake. What's that? That's a crafting website. What are you doing? But why? Same. Same, I don't know. No idea. I'd say, no. I'm not even going to say it. They sell bat parts for people that want bat parts. Like, literally, all of my weird bones. You guys know I have a box of human teeth somewhere in my house. I've told you that before. Like, I have so many weird things in my house. I've gotten off Etsy. Not live things. Oh, cheers, Senior Moose. I have a stoner bowl. Cheers, love. But owning one, right? Cocky, that's what I thought when I saw the email. I was like, what? Like bats? They can't mean the animal, right? Like, people aren't breeding bats and selling them, right? Flying mice, they're not doing that, right? I don't think I've ever seen that, Nick. I always think of Batty. Batty's the shit. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. Batty was everything. I just assumed anything living bigger than a queen bee would require a specialist courier service. Same. It's crazy. Same. But on the side of exotics where I live, tarantulas, geckos, almost every single animal I have, aside from my dogs, came in a box through the mail. It's super common, but again, I don't know anything about bats, but like reptiles and insects are a little bit different than flying mammals, right? Like, though you guys have seen the way they ship spiders. They literally pack them in a vial with wet paper towel, and the spider has no room to move. The spider is packed in because if it can move, it can hurt itself. It can get banged around in shipping. You can't do that to a bat, right? You couldn't do that to a mammal. I don't know. Honestly, there's part of me that just deeply doesn't want to know. Like, it feels like a very dark side of exotics that people are pushing. It's gross because I just don't see anyone adequately caring for a bat and keeping it alive, and that's really sad. Like, why? What do you, I can go outside every single night and there's bats in my yard. Every single night they're flying around eating insects. I just don't know what other, like, what kind of, I don't know, what do you get? I mean, I don't know. I keep tarantulas, so I feel like I'm like a hypocrite or something. Like, I definitely keep weird things, but a bat? What are you doing with a bat? I was watching a video learning about wraparound spider. Learning about a wraparound spider? What do you mean? Is that what it's called? I saw a, I don't know, it's probably because I was talking about praying mantises with you the other day, Vile, and my phone's around, but I got a video on my phone this morning on Instagram of a baby, like a praying mantis egg sac hatching, and I thought of you. I was like, man, if he sees this, he's gonna have a heart attack. It was so many praying mantises, it was so gross. You can if you don't care about its mental well-being. There you go. I think that's case in point with it, which is sad. Cheers, Cocky. Down here we have very small little bats. They're like the size of my thumb. Cute. I think most bats in the world are really small. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Those big fruit bats that live in jungles and shit, those are like flying foxes or whatever. That's like a very specific breed. The vast majority of bats in the world, I think, are literally the size of mice. But they have the fingers and the wings. That's what it's called, a wraparound spider. Hold on, I'm going to Google it. It's an interesting name because so many spider. Oh my god, it's so cute though. The article, literally the first article to come up when I Googled it, the wraparound spider is weirdly adorable. It is, but now I can't get it to open. It looks like a crab spider. I feel like I might have seen this before. I can't get the link to open. I wanted to show you guys it. It's really cute. Hold on. Is it my internet? Oh. Oh no. Is stream still up? Hold on, I'm doing a speed test. Ooh, maybe it's just Google because everything else is working well. My internet has taken a dump just now. Why? I'm doing a speed test. One moment. I can't even get it to load a fucking Google page. Good God. One moment. Good morning, Rod. How are you? I love watching them fly around. Me too. Bats are also supposed to live with lots of other bats and have lots of room to fly. Keeping one just... That's another case in point. Thank you, Don. Don't they live in massive colonies? I don't think bats are solitary by any means. Okay, it is Google. Google is being weird. My internet's fine. Okay, look at this spider warning. If you're deathly afraid of spiders, that being said, it's a super cute, tiny little spider. But spider warning. This little spider is so cute. I'm trying to pull the picture. Shut up. My phone's listening to me. Get out of here. Look at this spider. Spider warning. It literally wraps its body around a tree branch to blend in. That's why it's called the wraparound spider. It's giving that tree a hug. Cute. That is really cute. I know I'm a dork and I love spiders, but that is cute. That's cute. Yeah, I get that. Rod, I just wish you didn't hate Dirt Man. Cocky's got a great point. Art is art, and the point of art is to make you feel something, whether that's rage or joy. It accomplished its goal if you felt something, right? Me too. Have you ever heard of the Chinese coin spider? That was the one I was trying to think of. Vile, you would probably think they're pretty cool. Let me see. Can I find a photo? That's not it. So there's this spider that has a flat butt. It's super cool. You can own them. I do not want to. Some people care for them. But I just have to show you a picture. They're so crazy. But if you're ever like literally in China and you think you see a brown coin on the ground, don't touch it because it could be a poisonous spider butt. No shit. One moment. Not that any of us are going to China anytime soon, but you know what I'm saying. No, Chinese coin spider. And this is a spider and not a tarantula. Like I said, there's no tarantula that can hurt you. But there are spiders that can hurt you, so be careful. So check this shit. Spider warning. So this is what they look like. No shit. But this is what their butt looks like. Can I pull that open? There we go. Look at that. And no shit, they dig a hole face down in the ground and only their butt is the lid to their hole. I don't know how else to explain that. Is that fucking wild? But they look like that. And they just sit. Yeah, they have a butt door. And if anything crawls across their butt, they spin around and grab it and that's their food. It looks kind of like a peanut butter cup, right? That's what they do. It's so interesting. It's so weird. And there's a couple varieties like this. One is very poisonous and one is not. And I don't know what this Chinese hourglass spider. Are you hot? Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't say. It doesn't say if it's a hot or not. So I don't know if this is hots mean venomous, meaning they can hurt you. I don't, but isn't that weird? I know. And they're harmless to people. Like, they have no interest in people. Again, no spider has interest in people whatsoever. But the fact that this is what you would see on the ground, as a person who likes to pick up weird shit on the ground, I would totally reach for that. I'd be like, it's a coin or something. Or a Hershey Kiss. I don't know. I'm gonna grab it. Oh, a peanut butter cup, literally. There's so many fascinating spiders and insects, I should say. Just like, not even, spiders aren't insects, invertebrates. The world of invertebrates, there's a statistic about it, like, we only know about, like, shut the fuck up, walking along, oh, a peanut butter cup! Same. We're gonna die. What we've learned today is Cocky and I are indoor creatures. Because if something's on the ground, it better be a fucking peanut butter cup. Because nothing else makes sense. No, I would. There's so many weird bugs out there. There's a wombat where they're the wombat of spiders. Oh my god, you're not. Is the wombat the one that can twerk a jaguar to death? I always fuck up the capybara and the wombat. One of them literally can twerk a jaguar's skull to death. No joke. I can never remember which one it is, though. I've always been doomed in a zombie apocalypse. I can make clothing. That is my post-apocalypse skill. Right? Like, I have medical skills. I don't know what that means, but I plan for in the apocalypse to just start screaming, nurse! Or something, and hopefully someone won't kill me and see me as valuable in one way or another. I don't know. Hopefully. I've got something. Oh my god. There's a reason we're together, CK. I'm her external sense of self-preservation. I cannot tell you the sheer amount of times that Zach has pulled me out of traffic. And I'm not walking into traffic on purpose. I just wander. I'm a child. I literally need a leash. I just kind of like, with my little backpack, I look up and I start walking and dawdling, and suddenly I'm getting yanked out of the fucking road. And I'm like, why are you doing that? Why are you so mean? Zach's like, you almost got hit by a car. And I'm like, oh. It's all the time. I have, no sense of self-preservation. None. I don't know what that is. I will help other people. Like, I have a great sense of, oh, someone else is in danger, go help them. But when it's me, none. Wombats, they have the square poo-poos and they have the armored ass. Oh my god, is that an ant? Vile, there's another kind of fuzzy ant. Oh my god, what is it called? They're like They hurt you though. They're red. Have you heard of those ones? I cannot remember what they're called, but they're like a red. They look like velvet. Oh my god, is it called the velvet ant? Did I just do it? People keep these as pets too, but they hurt, I think. They can hurt you. This is cute though. Ant warning. Is anybody afraid of ants? I don't like them. It was awful. Oh, and now I have a bruise. Thanks. Yeah, no shit. Cow killers. That's the velvet ant, right? That's literally what it said when I Googled it. Cow. Oh, it's off center, but cow killer. Yeah, these guys. I think they're really, no, these ones, they're velvet, but I think they hurt you. There's a bite. Why are you holding it? Oh, absolutely not. That's a picture of the stinger. I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing that. This is the velvet ant. Hold on. The cow killer. Nebraska. Oh my god.
They're in Nebraska, the motherland.
They're fuzzy. All velvet ants belong to the family Mutilidae and have a dense pile of hair, a variety of striking colors that serve as a warning signal to potential predators. They can be found worldwide, but in Nebraska, the most common velvet ant is the cow killer ant, Dasyamutilla occidentalis. They're commonly found during the summer months, wandering around the yard and urban landscapes, open areas like pastures. Answer wasp. The insect is not an ant, but rather a wasp. Same! Vile! Oh my god, they must be related. Yep, okay. That's fascinating, I didn't know. The females do not have wings, so they look like ants. Not to worry though, ants and wasps are in the same order, so they do happen to share a fair number of characteristics. It does not possess a node or two on the waist, which is the characteristic of all ants. Yeah, it's only 2 inch. Ugh! No. I don't want the description. Tell me. Do you hurt me? The female cow killer, though grounded, has many defenses. Besides being bright warning colors and squeaking warning sound, they are quick movers, have a very strong exoskeleton, and can release smelly odors. So maybe they don't hurt you. Why are they cow killers? In addition, females are capable of delivering, a very painful sting. Females have a large stinger, which is a modified egg-laying organ called the ovi. Oh my god, they sting you with their ovipositors. Shut the fuck up. On the Schmidt's Sting Pain Index, which ranks and describes insects based on one scientist's evaluation of stinging insects, it's ranked a 3 out of 4. 4 is the most painful. Cool. I was right, and I'm sad about it. Therefore, they can inflict an excruciating sting if handled or stepped on, which is why they're called cow killers. As far as we know, no cows ever died from a sting. The sting may be painful, but the venom's not very toxic. I was wondering maybe if they get stung, if the cows, like, go into a stampede mode and that's how they die. Like, if they get stung and run off a cliff or something. That could have been it. But the fuzzy white one's cuter. Look at that little guy. He reminds me of my tarantula that, spider warning. Hold on. I'll pull him up. The Nicaraguan curly hair, they look like that. They're so goddamn hairy. Literally, it looks the same, too. It's like the same, like, fluffy white hairs. Look, spider warning. I have 2 of these guys, but you see how fucking fuzzy they are? Can I open it? I want one to open bigger so you guys can see it. Perfect. Look at that bitch. They're so cool. They look like a cotton bud. I think they might be the hairiest tarantula. I'm not 100%. They're the hairiest I own by far. Like, in terms of fluffiness. They're just so fucking fluffy. So fluffy, and I don't know why. Nicaraguan. And they're like... Oh, that's an adult. I was like, why is that $100? Literally every... Like, Nicaraguan curly hairs, OBTs... Those 2 are probably the most common tarantulas you're going to be given for free. They're so prolific. Like, when you buy another tarantula, they'll be like, hey, do you want 2 curly hairs for free? They're so common, but $100 for an adult's actually really cheap. Most of my adults were $300 or over. If I bought them as adults. A lot of mine I have grown to be adult, by the way. Capybaras are the ones that love water. Wombats are the Aussie ones that dig burrows and have the reinforced ass. There we go, yeah. Though there are no big cats where wombats are, so they probably never twerked a jaguar to death. It was like, I think it was an example we watched. We watched like a YouTube video on them, and it talked about their armored ass and how when they're in a state of danger, they dive into their burrow, and then if something tries to go in after them, they can crush its skull by twerking it to death against the top of its burrow with its armored ass. And I think they used like a jaguar cartoon or something as an example, which is why I keep referencing jaguar. I have no idea if they live with jaguars, but it was cool. Was it the oatmeal one? Yeah, it was so informative. I mean, the oatmeal does a damn good job. The platypus also has one of the most pain. Isn't it only men? It's like the male platypus has a stinger or something. Whoa, the platypus also has one of the most painful stings known to man, but it's not very toxic. But the venom is so painful that morphine does. So it's one of those ones where we put you in a medical coma till it's gone. I've heard about stings and bites like that. There's one in the desert. I think it's a wasp or something. There's some sort of wasp in the desert that does that. I can't remember what it's called. But allegedly it has like one of the most horrific stings you could ever experience that we can't even touch with painkillers because it's nerve pain. So we just put you in a coma until it's over. Like there's nothing else to be done. It's so bad. Really? You just suffered? Jesus Christ. Good morning, Dream. That's terrible. We have my boss getting hit by a velvet ant on the security cameras. Nuh-uh. Like stung? No. You guys have them too? I guess you're up near that area. Fuck yeah, Dream. Happy Sunday, Kendo. Is this the wombat video? Do you guys want to watch it? It's really funny. I mean, if you don't know about wombats and you... I mean, I'm not exaggerating. They do have an armor-plated ass and they twerk things to death. It's amazing. Like, what kind of... And they put shit... They shit square. And I think I remember from the video, it's something about so their shit doesn't roll downhill or something, but I don't remember why we don't want it to roll downhill. I have no idea. I wouldn't be surprised if some foxes have tried their luck and died that way, though. They seem the type to stick their head in a wombat hole. Are there foxes in Australia? Probably, if there are. They have, like, dingoes. Does Australia have coyotes? I've never been to Australia, sadly. I'd love to visit someday, but the flight to get there is just so astronomically expensive. Nerve pain is horrific. I mean, that's what fibromyalgia is, right? It's just, like, undefinable nerve pain. And I have an aunt who has nerve pain in her shoulder. I think I've told you guys about her. She was a nurse for, like, 50 years in an ER. But she worked in an older hospital where, I mean, no hospital cares about its employees. No one cares about their employees, let's be honest. But until they're forced to, they won't really fix things that aren't necessary, like they're not patient-related. So, for instance, if all of those big, heavy, fire-safe doors in the ER don't work with the automatic button anymore, they won't fix that. They just expect us to slam our bodies into these doors repeatedly with gurneys over and over and over, which is what my aunt did for 50 years, and it ruptured the inside of her shoulder because literally she's like 90 pounds and 5'2", slamming her whole body into these like 100-pound fire safe doors, and it caused this horrible like buildup of scar tissue and shit, and she has to do pain therapy because now I think she has people that deal with pain issues, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's like it looks like a pager. It delivers it. Oh God, I think it like literally it's implanted in her and it delivers pain meds, or it does something to the nerve where the pain is happening when it happens, because she was at the point where she was going to get like addicted to painkillers, and it was because they weren't doing anything, and she's a nurse, she knows better. It's horrible. Scientists are 100% on why their poops are square. No shit, the rolling theme seems to have been disproven, but they think it might actually simply be due to the armored butt and their colon squeezing as much water out of the poop as possible. That is so hilarious. You do have foxes, no shit. Okay, I'm Googling it. I love to travel, and Australia's just one of those places I haven't made it yet, which is sad. It's kind of like, outside of Steve Irwin, my knowledge of Australia is very minimal. But I do know about those capybaras. I already fucked it up. Wombats. God damn it. Oh, Catherine. Oh, they're cute. Are foxes pretty much everywhere then? Cocky the fuck, thank you for the 420 biddies. I appreciate you. And Drunk Life, thank you for being here to confirm or deny. Have you ever seen a wombat square shits? Wombat? Did I do it wrong already? No, it's wombat. Good morning, Bex. I'm gonna burp. Wait, they made a board game called Hand to Hand Wombat? Shut up, that's hilarious. Yeah, foxes got introduced for fox hunting for rich people. It went about as badly as you'd expect when you introduce a generalist into an ecosystem with no large predators. Is it similar to the rabbit issue? It's just fucking idiot people. Humans ruin everything. Humans, though, fuck. Oh, it's your son's first full week of pre-K. To put that in perspective, I started watching you when I was pregnant. There's a few people on my channel who have full functioning children who started watching me while they were pregnant or before they were pregnant, and it hurts my brain every time I think about it because I'm like, what have I done in 9 years? Your child learned how to speak. Like, how to speak. What did I do? What did I do? Nothing. Nothing. Cheers, cocky. Sorry, that's what I grabbed my coffee and I was like, I'm not lighting a coffee. Good morning, Metal. How are you? Good morning, Funk. Wombat looks like a koala, comes from Australia. Capybara, South America. Giant guinea pigs. Capybara, guinea pig. Okay, I can do that one. I can remember that one. The capybara is the guinea pig. Lord, looks like a giant guinea pig or whatever. What up, Yeet? How are you, love? Cheers. No, because Rod's here and he hates it and we're friends and I don't want to torture him any more than he has to be tortured with Dirt Man. No shit, cocky. My mom called me last night and we were just bullshitting. And she was like, oh, I meant to tell you. You remember your friend Christina when you were a kid? Her son just got into college in Colorado. And I was like, what? Isn't he in diapers, though? My soul just... Thanks, I fucking hate it, right? And then I was like, Mom, shut the fuck up. Don't tell me these things. And then she starts going on. She's like, oh, yeah. And then Jennifer's kid is going to Oregon or something. And I'm like, these are people I graduated high school with. I'm in pain. I'm in physical fucking pain. You must stop. You have to stop. Foxes are quite prevalent, no shit. If you visit Phillip Island, where the fairy penguins live breed, fairy penguins are so fucking cute. It's required you report any fox sightings to authorities so they can take them out before they eat the penguins. Good. I'm glad something's being done. I mean, we've done it in the States too. Like where I grew up, what happened was people hunted the wolves to death, killed all the wolves, like native wolves to Washington and Idaho and Oregon State. And then the elk population like blew out of the fucking water. Like the elk population just got overbearing. And I guess what happens is it's not necessarily that the elk run. I guess the elk run out of food or something. Something happens where they just start starving to death and dying, and then disease starts to proliferate because you've just got thousands of elk starving to death and dying. So what people thought was a smart idea was to go up to northern Canada and trap a bunch of timber wolves and release those into Washington, Oregon, Idaho area. And the timber wolves effectively just killed everything for funsies, because that's what they do, including cats and dogs. And I think they attacked a people. People, though. Why are we like this? Always. People. So dumb. Wait, Berserker, are you serious about Dirtman? Kendo, you are not wrong. I am. 100%. Yeah, well, my kid barks at walls, so... My kid's never shit his pants. I don't know where he is right now, but he's never shit his pants. Well, then. If Berserker... I mean, can we allow the... Berserker, one moment. I got you, boo. Rod, plug your ears. I love you. You know what's happening. But if I don't do it, someone else is going to do it. And if it's in your stream, they're going to see how mad you get, and it makes them happy, and they're going to do it worse. What have you done these years? You made so many people smile, and in some of the darker days, you don't realize how much... Good morning, Molly. I do need perspective sometimes. How often does he wear pants? I mean, that's besides the point, Corey. I don't see where that's relative. Or relevant's the word. Relevant. We have to tell Rod when it's safe. Okay, Rod has muted. Rod deeply hates it. And honestly, Berserker, I don't know why. I don't know what about this bothers Rod so much. I seriously, no idea. Everyone loves it. King of contrarianism, Zachary loves it. It's just a bop. It's literally 30 seconds of nonsense, but the tune of it is so fucking addicting. I don't know why Rod hates it, but this is Dirtman. That looked so much like Harry Potter. What is his name? Is it Daniel Radcliffe? That looked a lot like Harry Potter. That was fabulous. That hurt my stomach. I don't know why I find it so entertaining. I probably shouldn't, but I do. Oh shit, I lost my I fucking scrolled way the fuck up and lost all of y'all. Oh, piss on it. Oh, shit on a dick. Oh, fuck. This is the float on one. Okay, so it's blue. I have to hear this. I might not be able to make it through the whole thing. We'll see. I haven't heard this song. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, I already like it better. I already like it way better. For those that weren't here earlier when I was talking about this, this was my graduation. This is what I walked to when I graduated from high school. We don't want to talk about it. It's very fitting for my class. I don't hate bluegrass or country. Not all of it. I grab. 10-hour song. Wait, sales, that's real? How stuff? I don't hate this either, Queens. Okay, but we have to at least hear a second of the 10-hour song. What the fuck? It's literally a 10-hour song. Help. Oh my god. I've seen this video, Rage. It's perfect. Okay, hold on. I just have to pull up the original in here. I have not heard the original. I don't think I've heard the original on purpose since I graduated high school. I don't. I grew up on country and bluegrass and kind of folky shit like this, so I dig this. I appreciate the hate though. I respect it. Fucking music getting attached to memories and shit, right? I mean, what I'm thinking is, why did the teachers let us play this for our graduation song? It doesn't sound positive or uplifting. It's just kind of like, yeah, we're all gonna float through life and pray for death. It's fine. Stop auto playing. Fucking Instagram. You bastard. Okay, hold on. It starts off like slow and weird, right? I'm gonna be honest though, I miss this era of music. Like the Killers and shit. I liked this era of music. Yeah, that's true. No cuss words. But sometimes life's okay. Ooh, Tony. I love banjo. Wow. And we'll float on anyway. Well, autoplay.
Now, I'm going to fuck you with
We'll float on. Good
Satan's
news is on the
cock.
way. Tasty bagel, thank you. No shit. Oh, was it a good show? Oh, they've kind of got, I mean, like that's their thing, right? Kind of that low energy, like, I feel like I would expect that almost. Not in a bad way, but you know what I mean? Too heavy. You want to know something shocking? One of the most like boring and shockingly boring and disappointing concerts I ever went to was Marilyn Manson. I left early. Which, like, hindsight, awesome, because what a fucking piece of shit human. But, like, he was the headliner of a music fest I was going to. I was going to, Mayhem Fest. And he headlined, and it was Rob Zombie and Korn were the other two headliners. And I can't remember the order, but both of them put on a fucking show. Like, Korn never disappoints. They put on such a fucking good show. Rob Zombie I'd never seen before. Holy shit. It was during his neon era. So they had like the drums with neon paint on them that when they boom, boom, they would like spray the audience. It was incredible. Such a fucking wildly good show. And then it's Marilyn Manson's turn. He's the headliner. It literally don't even see a band. The whole stage is blank. It's just fog rolling in, which is weird because the previous two bands had like huge fucking sets going on that were doing things in the background and whatnot. And Marilyn Manson walks to the edge of the stage with a mic and just starts, "We are dope, so yeah!" And no shit, one song in, we were like, we could probably beat the traffic if we just floated on that way. And we did, and we beat the traffic, and it was great. But it was shocking because I've heard people, he's a fucking sicko, we know that now, but back then, before we knew any of this nasty about him, I was a fan. I had a fucking poster of him on my wall. I know, gross, makes me feel icky. Korn seriously always puts on a good show, man. Every time I've seen them, there's so much energy in the show. I don't even know how old, isn't it Jonathan Davis? I feel like I got it wrong, but I think I got it right. I don't know. Jonathan Davis, I don't even know how old he is. He's still sprinting back and forth across the stage in a fucking kilt with his crazy, the titty mic stand thing. He still does the exact same show he's always done. It's phenomenal. Korn is never disappointed. I've only seen Rob Zombie once, but Korn I've seen like 3 times at just festivals. They were at festivals like for a good 10 years. They were rolling out albums pretty popular. That's not it. Pretty prevalently. It was awesome. But man, Marilyn Manson was which good, because what a 53? Damn, dude. Man, we're going to be starting a lot more of the animes back in the Discord, which is awesome. Because we've been waiting for Kaiju number 8, and then Demon Slayer, and then I have like 500 shows or something saved on Crunchy. It's insane. It was interesting. I like interesting. Okay, we need to take our first break of the day because I just have to pee really fucking bad. You are safe. You're safe. You're safe, Rod. Did my screaming help? Run, Rod, run! Did it help? Did it work? Hold on, I'm gonna move these links over and then we're gonna take a break because I want them to load and not be fucked up. Someone gave me a Black Eyed Peas cover. I'm a little upset. I don't like the Black Eyed Peas. That's the other one. So like Counting Crows and Black Eyed Peas. That's my Dirt Man. But I'll try a cover for you. Be right back. Pee your pants. Wash your hands. Song actually has a pretty and then it stops. Welcome back, everybody. Dang it. That song actually has a really pretty music video. I love that it just decided to shit its pants. I'm just going to reload it one moment. That was...
I gave it a wash, turned it on, and slipped it in.
Hated that. Please load. Or don't. Anything? Okay. Sure. Spotify died. It's fine. We don't need Spotify. What the fuck is that? Oh my god, is this gonna make me cry? Vicious? They're vicious little water beavers. Like, they'll rip your face off and shit. If you, like, you know, threaten their baby or some not that any of us would, but you know what I'm saying. Like, they're pretty wild. What are you doing? Big yawn. Are you good? That was a pretty severe bark you made. You need to go outside. It's probably time. I don't know what time it is. Is it time? It's so dark you can't see him. He's just staring at me. Is it about that time? Is it about damn time? In a minute, I'm gonna need a sentimental little tricky to push me up. What are you doing? Hi, bud. You're very sweet. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us during our otters. We needed the bleach. I mean, I learned a lot about otters. We've seen so many cool otter videos and stuff. It's fine. I think I have more bleach in here. And there's like people were saying there's a lot of these MRE videos where they're interesting and there's like they're edible. Actually, what the fuck? There's some weird ones, man. But they're new. Like, just look at the thumbnail. Thank you, bud. Check the thumbnail for this one. Chocolate from 1942, however. Not that. I had like fresh chocolate from a chocolate. But it was like legitimately some of the best. I say some of the best because like I don't trust my memory to quantify every piece of chocolate I've had in my life. But I think I'd like to say that's probably the best chocolate I've ever had in my entire life. It's the best. It was just so fucking good. I saw the old Twinkies ones. I'm going to be binging this guy's shit a lot. I thank you for the time check by the way, Viata. It's about that time. It's about that. I gotta stop. I keep singing that song, and I think Rizzo's in trouble because she was really, really mean and horrible to a lot of her employees. And I keep singing that damn song by her, and I feel bad. It's about that time. I usually look for people to raid, and then I go take my dogs and entertain them in the fucking hot. It's gonna be so gross. How hot is it? Is it poop? Oh, it's poop. It's poop. Yeah, he tests food rations, but it's like all over the world from all different years, I should say. It's pretty cool. he knows the history, is super relaxing to listen to, and he's definitely passionate about his stuff. That's why I like watching that. It is like looking at a time capsule to me, or like a traveling capsule or whatever. Is KPP live? I actually haven't rated her in forever. That's an excelente idea. I've never met a Katie I didn't like, but Katie Peters Plays is awesome. She's one of my favesies. Ooh, is she playing a scary? Oh, it's her first playthrough of Secrets of Monkey Island. Oh my god. Well, that sounds fun. That Coca-Cola is literally, it's still for sale. Hold on, where did I lost chat. Oh, there we are. In my other monitor, obviously. Let's see. Is a German brand of chocolate consumed for its strong caffeine. Oh, so it's always had a strong caffeine and cola nut mix. The history of it. Blah, 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 blah. I have no idea. But there is history about it going into World War II rations, which is really interesting. I don't see meth anywhere in there, but, you know, they didn't really call a lot of things meth when it was meth and stuff like that. I'm going to binge Steve. Like, I feel like binge is not the right word for it. I'm going to put his stuff on in the background while I do chores and thoroughly enjoy the shit out of him. And if I find anything of note, I will absolutely be bringing it back to stream to, imbibe in with y'all, because I think that would be really fun. Like, ones that aren't gross, obviously, and pukey, because I don't want to be pukey with you guys. Side note, tomorrow's my day off, and this is the week where I officially leave for Burning Man. So tomorrow, day off. Tuesday, we do stuff. Wednesday, we do stuff. Thursday, I pack up my car and possibly, like, literally leave the next morning at the ass of dawn for Burning Man. So we'll talk about it more on Tuesday. But tomorrow's my day off, so make sure to take your joy and all that and take care of yourself and wash your hands and clean your butt. And I love you so much. Bye. Oh, God.